First contact. The night sky above Millbrook Observatory sparkled with countless stars, each a distant sun promising untold wonders. Dr. Elara Chen leaned back in her chair, rubbing her tired eyes as she monitored the array of computers and radio equipment surrounding her. As the lead astrophysicist at this small, underfunded facility, she'd grown accustomed to long nights of patient observation, searching for patterns in the cosmic background radiation. Tonight, however, something was different. A persistent, rhythmic pulse caught her attention, its regularity defying natural explanation. Elara's heart raced as she fine-tuned the reception, isolating the signal from the cosmic noise. This was no random phenomenon. It bore the unmistakable hallmarks of artificial origin. Dr. Chen. A sleepy voice called from the doorway. Jamie, her graduate assistant, stifled a yawn. It's nearly 3 a.m. Anything interesting? Elara beckoned him over, barely containing her excitement. Jamie, look at this. Tell me I'm not hallucinating. The young man's eyes widened as he studied the readouts. That's impossible. It's too structured, too precise. Exactly, Elara breathed. We need to alert the proper authorities. This could be it, the moment humanity has been waiting for. Within hours, news of the signal spread like wildfire. Government agencies scrambled to verify Millbrook's findings, and soon the tiny observatory became the center of a global media frenzy. Elara found herself thrust into the spotlight, her life's work suddenly validated beyond her wildest dreams. As nations debated how to respond to this potential first contact, the signal grew stronger. Whatever, or whoever, was sending it was getting closer. Exactly 1 week after the initial detection, the world watched in awe as a sleek, silver craft descended from the clouds, touching down in a field just outside Millbrook. Military cordons quickly established a perimeter, but it was clear that if these visitors meant harm, Earth's defenses would be woefully inadequate. Elara stood among the hastily assembled team of scientists, diplomats, and military personnel as the ship's hull shimmered and a door materialized. Her breath caught in her throat as 2 figures emerged, unmistakably alien, yet possessing a grace that spoke of advanced evolution. The taller of the 2 beings stepped forward, its iridescent skin reflecting the afternoon sunlight. When it spoke, the words seemed to form directly in Elara's mind, bypassing her ears entirely. People of Earth, the alien's telepathic voice resonated with a mixture of urgency and hope. We are the Novari, and we come seeking your aid in the face of a grave threat to all sentient life. A murmur rippled through the assembled humans. Aid? What could Earth possibly offer to beings capable of crossing the stars? The Novari continued, gesturing to the sky with a limb that seemed both arm and wing. A great darkness approaches, the Void Hunters. They consume worlds, extinguishing all in their path. Your world possesses something unique, something that may be key to stopping them. Elara found herself stepping forward, drawn by an insatiable curiosity. What is it? What do we have that's so special? The alien's multifaceted eyes focused on her, and she felt a warmth suffuse her mind. Potential, Dr. Chen. Raw, unbridled potential. Your species is young, yes, but you dream with a fervor that outshines suns. We've observed your history, your rapid advancement, your resilience in the face of adversity. The Void Hunters cannot comprehend such adaptability. As the implications of the Novari's words sank in, the assembled humans exchanged glances of disbelief and growing excitement. Humanity, long wondering if they were alone in the universe, now found themselves not only in the company of advanced aliens, but potentially crucial to the fate of the cosmos. The next few days were a whirlwind of activity. World leaders convened in emergency sessions, scientists pored over data shared by the Novari, and the public alternated between celebration and fear. The revelation of alien life was monumental enough, but the news of an impending threat cast a shadow over the initial euphoria. Elara worked tirelessly alongside her new alien colleagues, marveling at their advanced technology while also noting how they seemed equally impressed by humanity's novel approaches to problem-solving. The Novari's rigid, logical minds struggled with concepts that humans took for granted: intuitive leaps, creative workarounds, even the power of human emotion to drive innovation. As the gravity of the situation became clear, a bold plan began to take shape. The Novari proposed a joint mission, a human-crewed starship, guided by Novari navigation technology, to confront the Void Hunters directly. It was a plan born of desperation, but also of hope. Captain Marcus Rivera, a decorated naval officer with a reputation for unorthodox tactics, was chosen to lead this unprecedented expedition. As he stood before the UN General Assembly, his words captured the spirit of humanity's cosmic awakening. "We stand at a crossroads," Marcus declared, his voice steady despite the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. "For centuries, we've looked to the stars and wondered about our place in the universe. Now, we know we're not alone, but we've also learned that the cosmos can be a dangerous place. The easy path would be to hide, to fortify our world, and hope the storm passes us by." He paused, scanning the faces of delegates from every nation. "But that's not who we are. Humanity has never cowered in the face of the unknown. We explore, we innovate, we overcome. The Novari have honored us with their trust, seeing in us a strength we're only beginning to recognize in ourselves. I say we prove them right." A thunderous applause filled the chamber, a united voice of human determination echoing across the globe. As Elara watched from the sidelines, she felt a swell of pride and nervous anticipation. Whatever lay ahead, humanity would face it with open eyes and brave hearts. In the weeks that followed, the world transformed. Resources poured into the construction of Earth's first true starship, the ESS Horizon. Drawing on a combination of reverse-engineered Novari technology and human ingenuity, the vessel took shape in orbit, a shining beacon of cooperation and ambition. Elara found herself appointed as the mission's chief science officer, her expertise in astrophysics and her first-hand experience with the Novari making her an invaluable asset. As she underwent rigorous training alongside her fellow crew members, she couldn't help but marvel at how quickly humanity had adapted to this new cosmic reality. The night before the Horizon's maiden voyage, Elara stood in the ship's observation dome, gazing down at the blue marble of Earth. Tomorrow, they would venture further than any human had gone before, carrying with them the hopes of not just their own world, but countless others across the galaxy. A familiar presence joined her, and she turned to see Captain Rivera, his usually stern features softened by the ethereal view. "Having second thoughts, Doctor?" he asked, a hint of a smile playing at his lips. Elara shook her head, returning her gaze to the stars. "No, just reflecting. A month ago, I was in a tiny observatory, wondering if we'd ever make contact. Now we're about to dive into an interstellar conflict. It's a lot to process." Marcus nodded, understanding in his eyes. "It is. But if there's one thing I've learned about our species, it's that we're at our best when the stakes are highest. Whatever's waiting for us out there, we'll face it together." As if on cue, a brilliant light streaked across the sky, a Novari ship that allies and guides in this grand adventure. Elara took a deep breath, feeling a mixture of fear and exhilaration coursing through her veins. Together, she agreed, her voice firm with resolve. For Earth and for all sentient life. As the first rays of dawn painted the curve of their home world, the crew of the ESS Horizon made final preparations. Humanity stood on the brink of a new era, ready to prove their worth among the stars. The greatest adventure in human history was about to begin, and its outcome would reshape the very fabric of the cosmos. The cosmic crucible. The ESS Horizon glided through the star-studded void, its sleek hull gleaming under the light of distant suns. Inside, Captain Marcus Rivera stood on the bridge, his eyes fixed on the holographic display showing their trajectory. Earth was now just a fading blue dot, while ahead lay the unknown, and with it, humanity's greatest challenge. Status report. Dr. Chen, Marcus called, his voice steady despite the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. Elara looked up from her console, her fingers dancing over holographic interfaces that would have seemed like magic just months ago. All systems nominal, Captain. The Novari warp drive is performing beyond our wildest expectations. At this rate, we'll reach the conflict zone in less than a week. A murmur of excitement rippled through the bridge crew. Humanity's first faster-than-light journey was unfolding flawlessly, a testament to the incredible leaps they'd made since first contact. But the real test still lay ahead. As if reading his thoughts, Commander Zara, the Novari liaison, approached. Her iridescent skin shimmered with patterns that Elara had learned to recognize as concern. Captain Rivera were detecting unusual energy fluctuations in the nearby stellar cluster. It may be nothing, but... Marcus nodded grimly. But it could be our first encounter with the Void Hunters. Battle stations, everyone. Let's show these cosmic terrors what humanity's made of. The ship's corridors echoed with the sound of running feet and the blare of alert sirens. In the engine room, Chief Engineer Raj Patel barked orders to his team, coaxing every ounce of power from the experimental hybrid drive system. "Come on, you beautiful beast," Raj muttered, patting the thrumming hull. "Time to show the galaxy what Earth ingenuity can do." Suddenly, the view screens flickered, displaying a sight that sent chills down every spine. A massive, writhing shape emerged from the darkness of space, the Void Hunter. It defied easy description, seeming to shift and twist in ways that hurt the eye to follow. By the cosmic web, Zara breathed, her normally stoic demeanor cracking. "It's larger than any we've encountered before. Captain, we should retreat and..." "Negative," Marcus cut her off, his jaw set with determination. "We came here to fight, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Elara, what can you tell us about that thing?" Elara's fingers flew over her console, analyzing the torrent of data pouring in. It's not just one entity. I'm detecting thousands, maybe millions of smaller components working in unison, like a swarm intelligence, but on a cosmic scale." Marcus's eyes narrowed. "A swarm, huh? Well, let's see how it likes a little chaos in its system. Weapons Officer Chen, prepare the quantum disruptors. Raj, I need every scrap of power you can give us for shields and propulsion." As the crew sprang into action, Elara couldn't help but marvel at the captain's calm in the face of such an alien threat. It was that uniquely human blend of courage, adaptability, and just a touch of recklessness that had brought them to the stars and might just save them now. The Void Hunter surged forward, tendrils of dark energy reaching out to ensnare the horizon. But Marcus was ready. Evasive pattern Delta. Fire disruptors on my mark. The ship danced through space, narrowly avoiding the grasping tentacles of void stuff. Bursts of quantum energy lashed out, tearing holes in the swarm's cohesion. For a moment, it seemed like they might have the upper hand. But the Void Hunter was far from defeated. It adapted with terrifying speed, closing the gaps in its defenses and launching a counterattack that rocked the horizon to its core. Shields at 60% and falling. Ray's voice crackled over the comms. "Captain, we can't take much more of this." Marcus gritted his teeth, his mind racing for a solution. It was Elara who provided the spark of inspiration. "Captain, the swarm, it's using some kind of quantum entanglement to coordinate its actions. If we could disrupt that link, we could throw the whole thing into disarray." Marcus finished, a fierce grin spreading across his face. "Brilliant, Doctor. But how do we..." Before he could finish, the ship lurched violently. Alarms blared as systems failed across the board. The Void Hunter had breached their defenses, and now dark tendrils were worming their way through the hull, seeking to consume everything in their path. "All hands, prepare for emergency protocols," Marcus shouted, strapping himself into his chair. "Rage, initiate core overload sequence. We're going to give this cosmic nightmare a taste of good old-fashioned human unpredictability." As the crew scrambled to enact the captain's desperate plan, Ilara found herself face to face with a tendril of pure void. Time seemed to slow as she stared into the abyss and felt something stare back. In that moment, she understood. The Void Hunters weren't just mindless destroyers. They were curious in their own alien way, and that curiosity might just be the key to humanity's survival. "Wait," she cried, reaching out to touch the writhing darkness. "I have an idea." What happened next would be debated in scientific circles for decades to come. Ilara Chen, guided by nothing more than human intuition and a desperate need to survive, established the first true communication with the Void Hunters. Through a mixture of mathematical equations, emotional projections, and sheer force of will, she conveyed a message. Humanity was different. Humanity was worth preserving. Humanity could offer something new to the cosmic tapestry. For an agonizing moment, nothing happened. Then, miraculously, the tendrils began to retreat. The massive form of the Void Hunter pulled back, its swirling patterns shifting in what could only be described as confusion. As the immediate danger passed, the bridge erupted in a mixture of cheers and disbelieving laughter. Marcus slumped in his chair, exhaustion and relief warring on his face. "I don't know what you did, Doctor," he said, shaking his head in wonder, "but I think you just saved us all." Zora approached Ilara, her multifaceted eyes wide with awe. "In all our encounters with the Void Hunters, we never imagined. How did you know to do that?" Ilara smiled weakly, still processing what had just occurred. "I didn't. I just followed my gut. Sometimes that's all we humans have to go on." As the horizon limped away from the battlefield, its crew battered but unbroken, a new sense of purpose filled the ship. They had faced the darkness at the edge of creation and emerged victorious, not through superior firepower or advanced technology, but through that ineffable quality that made humanity unique in the cosmos. Word of their encounter spread quickly through subspace channels. Across the galaxy, other races watched in amazement as the newcomers from Earth proved their worth in ways no one could have predicted. The Void Hunters withdrew, retreating to the cosmic depths to ponder this new species that defied their understanding. And in their wake, they left a galaxy forever changed, a galaxy where humanity was no longer an isolated speck, but a rising power ready to take its place among the stars. As the horizon made its way back to Earth, carrying with it the seeds of a new era of cosmic cooperation, Ilara gazed out at the star-filled expanse. She thought of all the wonders and challenges that lay ahead, and felt a thrill of excitement course through her. Humanity had passed its first great test. The universe would never be the same, and neither would they. Quantum entanglement of destinies. The ESS Horizon's return to Earth was met with a hero's welcome that defied imagination. Holographic displays lit up skies worldwide, broadcasting the ship's descent through the atmosphere. Billions watched, hearts racing, as humanity's first starship touched down on home soil. Captain Marcus Rivera stepped onto the tarmac, his weathered face breaking into a grin as he faced the sea of cameras and cheering crowds. Dr. Ilara Chen followed close behind, her eyes wide with wonder at the sheer magnitude of their reception. "We went to the stars," Marcus began, his voice carrying across the globe, not knowing what we'd find. "We faced the void and emerged stronger. But our journey, it's only just begun." As the crew shared their tales of cosmic adventure, Earth buzzed with newfound energy. The Void Hunter encounter had changed everything. Humanity now stood on the precipice of a new age, one where the boundaries between science and magic blurred, where the impossible became everyday reality. In the weeks that followed, a strange phenomenon began to sweep across the planet. People reported vivid dreams of alien worlds, flashes of insight into complex scientific theories, and an inexplicable sense of connection to the cosmos. The scientific community was baffled, struggling to explain these mass experiences. Ilara, working tirelessly in a cutting-edge lab built to study Void Hunter artifacts, had a theory. "It's like quantum entanglement on a massive scale," she explained to a rapt audience of scientists and world leaders. Our brief contact with the Void Hunters didn't just change them, it changed us. The implications were staggering. Humanity was evolving, awakening to latent abilities that defied conventional understanding. Telekinesis, telepathy, even limited precognition. Abilities once relegated to science fiction were becoming tangible realities. But with great power came great responsibility and great danger. As reports of these new abilities spread, the world teetered on the brink of chaos. Some saw the changes as a divine gift, others as a terrifying mutation. Governments scrambled to adapt, while shadowy organizations sought to exploit the situation for their own gain. In the midst of this tumult, a new threat emerged: the Cosmic Confluence, a mysterious group claiming to be true humans, unaltered by alien influence, began launching attacks on research facilities and newly awakened individuals. Captain Rivera, now Admiral of Earth's rapidly expanding Starfleet, found himself facing a war on two fronts, protecting Earth from external threats while preventing humanity from tearing itself apart. "We didn't come this far to lose ourselves now," he declared in a passionate address to the UN Security Council. "These abilities, they're not a curse or a blessing. They're tools, and like any tool, it's how we use them that matters." Ilara, meanwhile, made a groundbreaking discovery. The quantum entanglement wasn't just connecting humans to each other, it was linking them to the very fabric of spacetime itself. With proper training, individuals could potentially manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe. "Imagine," she said, her eyes shining with excitement during a global broadcast, "a world where we can terraform planets with a thought, travel between stars in the blink of an eye, even reshape reality itself. That's the future we're stepping into." But as humanity grappled with its newfound cosmic heritage, a chilling realization set in. The Void Hunters' retreat hadn't been permanent. They were regrouping, adapting, preparing for a counterattack that could annihilate not just Earth, but countless worlds across the galaxy. The race was on. Could humanity master its new abilities in time to face the coming storm? Could they unite a fractured world and forge alliances with other species to stand against the darkness? Admiral Rivera stood on the bridge of the newly christened ESS Lightbringer, Earth's first true warship, built for the fusion of human ingenuity and alien technology. Beside him, Ilara monitored readouts of spacetime fluctuations, her mind connected to the ship's quantum core in ways that would have seemed impossible mere months ago. "The Void Hunters are coming," Marcus said, his voice grim but determined. "But this time, we're not just fighting for survival. We're fighting for the future of the entire cosmos." Ilara nodded, feeling the weight of destiny upon them. "The universe gave us a gift, Marcus. It's time we used it." As the Lightbringer prepared to jump into the unknown, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of not just humanity, but countless alien races, a new chapter in cosmic history was about to unfold. The age of human isolation was over. The era of quantum humanity had begun. Earth, once a tiny blue marble in the vast cosmic ocean, now stood as a beacon of hope and innovation. The coming conflict would reshape the very nature of existence itself. And at the heart of it all stood a species that had, in the span of a single year, gone from gazing at the stars in wonder to holding the fate of the universe in their transformed hands. The stage was set for an epic confrontation that would echo across time and space. Humanity, armed with courage, creativity, and newfound cosmic power, prepared to face its ultimate test. The Void Hunters were coming, but this time, Earth was ready to fight back. As the Lightbringer vanished into a quantum tunnel, carrying with it the best and brightest of this new human race, the words of an ancient proverb took on new meaning. "We are stardust given consciousness, the universe experiencing itself." Now, that stardust was about to ignite, blazing a trail across the cosmos that would change everything forever. Cosmic convergence. The quantum tunnel collapsed behind the ESS Lightbringer, depositing Earth's mightiest vessel in a swirling nebula of impossible colors. Admiral Marcus Rivera stood at the helm, his mind seamlessly interfaced with the ship's advanced systems. Beside him, Dr. Elara Chen's eyes glowed with an otherworldly light as she manipulated the fabric of space-time itself. "Quantum signatures detected," Elara announced, her voice resonating with harmonic overtones. "The Void Hunters are massing just beyond the Andromeda Galaxy." Marcus nodded grimly. "Then that's where we make our stand. All hands, prepare for cosmic convergence protocols." The crew, each member a paragon of humanity's newfound abilities, sprang into action. Gone were the days of pressing buttons and flipping switches. Now, thought alone guided the ship's every function. As the Lightbringer surged forward, a shimmering armada materialized around it. Ships of every conceivable design, and some that defied imagination entirely, fell into formation. The allied races of the galaxy, inspired by humanity's meteoric rise, had answered the call to arms. "This is Admiral Rivera to all ships," Marcus broadcast, his words carried instantaneously across vast distances. "Today, we fight not just for our own survival, but for the very concept of free will in this universe. The Void Hunters seek to consume all in their path, to reduce the vibrant tapestry of life to a cosmic monoculture. We say no." A chorus of affirmations echoed back, some in words, others in pure emotion or abstract mathematical concepts. United in purpose, if not in form, the last, best hope for the galaxy prepared to face its greatest threat. The Void Hunters emerged like a cancer on reality itself, their writhing mass blotting out starlight. But this time, they faced an enemy prepared for their cosmic horror. "Initiate phase shift assault," Marcus commanded. The Allied fleet blinked in and out of existence, attacking from angles that shouldn't exist in three-dimensional space. Weapons fire lanced out, not just beams of energy but concentrated bursts of alternative physics, rewriting the rules of reality in localized bubbles. Elara, her consciousness expanded to encompass vast swaths of the battlefield, coordinated the assault with inhuman precision. "They're adapting," she called out, shifting to probability matrix disruption. The tide of battle ebbed and flowed, each side pulling new tricks from the cosmic deck. The Void Hunters, for all their alien might, found themselves confounded by the sheer creativity of their opponents. Humanity's gift for thinking outside the box had been magnified 1,000-fold, and now that gift was shared with 100 alien races. But victory was far from assured. For every Void Hunter destroyed, 2 more seemed to take its place. The Allied fleet, for all its power, began to falter under the relentless assault. In the heart of the Lightbringer, Marcus and Elara exchanged a look of grim understanding. It was time for their final gambit. "All ships, fall back to designated coordinates," Marcus ordered. "Prepare for Operation Cosmic Reboot." As the Allied fleet retreated, the Lightbringer stood alone against the encroaching void. Its hull began to glow with unearthly energies, drawing power not just from its own systems, but from the fundamental forces of the universe itself. "Are you sure about this?" Elara asked, her voice uncharacteristically uncertain. "We don't know if we'll survive the process." Marcus reached out, taking her hand in his. In that touch was a lifetime of unspoken emotion, of bonds forged in the crucible of cosmic adventure. "We don't," he agreed. "But sometimes, humanity's greatest strength is our willingness to leap into the unknown." Together, they initiated the sequence that would change everything. The Lightbringer became a beacon of pure creation, a new Big Bang in miniature. Wave after wave of restructuring energy poured out, washing over friend and foe alike. The very laws of physics bent and warped, rewriting themselves at the most fundamental level. For a moment that stretched into eternity, all of existence held its breath. When reality reasserted itself, the battlefield had been transformed. The Void Hunters, creatures of entropy and destruction, found themselves in a universe suddenly inimical to their very nature. They writhed in confusion and pain, their once unstoppable forms dissipating like smoke in the wind. The Allied fleet, imbued with the essence of this new cosmic order, surged forward. No longer just ships and crews, they had become living avatars of creation itself. The Void Hunters, faced with an enemy they could no longer comprehend, much less defeat, retreated to the darkest corners of the universe. As the dust of battle settled, Marcus and Elara found themselves standing not on the bridge of a starship, but on a plane of existence beyond mortal comprehension. Around them swirled the essence of a newborn cosmos, filled with untold possibilities. Did we just rewrite the universe? Elara asked, awe and disbelief warring in her voice. Marcus laughed, the sound rippling through multiple dimensions. I think we did, the ultimate system update. But even as they marveled at their victory, a sobering realization set in. They had changed everything, including themselves. Could they ever return to the lives they'd known? Would humanity recognize the beings they become? As if in answer to their unspoken questions, a chorus of voices echoed across the cosmic expanse. The allied races, the people of Earth, even the transformed remnants of the Void Hunters themselves, all calling out in joy, in confusion, in hope for what came next. Marcus and Elara exchanged a smile, their forms already beginning to coalesce back into something resembling their former selves. The greatest adventure in human history had led them to this point, not an ending, but a new beginning. Well, Doctor, Marcus said, extending his hand. Shall we go see what kind of universe we've created? Elara took his hand, feeling the pulse of infinite possibilities flowing between them. Lead the way, Admiral. The cosmic story of humanity is just getting started. As they stepped back into the realm of the tangible, a new age dawned. Humanity, once a tiny spark in the cosmic night, had become the architects of a reborn universe. The challenges ahead were unimaginable, but so too were the wonders waiting to be discovered. The cosmic dance continued, with humanity now taking its place as full partners in the grand ballet of existence. And somewhere in the quiet corners of this new reality, the seeds of the next great adventure were already beginning to sprout. Quantum Renaissance. The universe pulsed with newfound vitality, a cosmic tapestry rewoven by human hands. As the dust of creation settled, Earth found itself at the center of a galactic renaissance unlike anything conceived in the wildest science fiction. Cities that defied conventional physics sprouted across the planet, their spires reaching into the stratosphere and beyond. Quantum highways connected continents and planets alike, allowing instantaneous travel across vast distances. The line between technology and biology blurred as humans augmented themselves with abilities once thought impossible. At the heart of this transformation stood the cosmic nexus, a massive structure that straddled the line between architecture and living organism. It was here that Admiral Marcus Rivera and Dr. Elara Chen, now revered as the architects of creation, guided humanity's explosive growth. Welcome to New Terra, Marcus announced to a delegation of alien ambassadors, his voice carrying the weight of galaxies. The holographic display before them showed Earth's solar system, now a bustling hub of interstellar commerce and cultural exchange. What you're witnessing is not just the rebirth of a planet, but the dawn of a new cosmic age. Elara stepped forward, her form shimmering with barely contained energy. We've unlocked the quantum potential within every living being, she explained, her words translating instantly across 1,000 alien languages. But with great power comes great responsibility. Our mission now is to ensure this gift is used wisely. As if to emphasize her point, a nearby star flickered and stabilized, the result of a training exercise for newly awakened humans learning to manipulate cosmic forces. But not all was harmonious in this brave new world. The quantum divide, a philosophical and sometimes physical conflict, emerged between those who embraced the new cosmic order and those who longed for simpler times. Fringe groups like the purists advocated for a return to natural humanity, rejecting the quantum enhancements that had become commonplace. Meanwhile, the transformed remnants of the Void Hunters, now known as the Etheric Collective, sought redemption and understanding. Their presence on the fringes of settled space was a constant reminder of how close the universe had come to entropy's embrace. We cannot forget the lessons of the past. Marcus cautioned during a global address, his image projected across 1,000 worlds. Our power gives us the ability to shape reality, but it does not make us infallible. We must remain vigilant, compassionate, and above all human. Ilara nodded in agreement, adding, "The next phase of our journey is not outward, but inward. We must explore the depths of our consciousness, the untapped potential of our spirits. Only then can we truly call ourselves masters of the cosmos." As humanity grappled with its newfound role as cosmic shepherds, a new challenge emerged from the quantum foam of reality itself. The multiversal convergence, a phenomenon that threatened to collapse countless parallel realities into one chaotic mess, loomed on the horizon. By rewriting our universe, we've created ripples across the multiverse, Ilara explained to an emergency session of the Galactic Council. Now, those ripples are coming back as tidal waves. If we don't act, the very fabric of existence could unravel. The task ahead was monumental, stabilizing not just one universe, but the entire multiverse. It would require cooperation on a scale never before imagined, uniting not just the diverse species of their reality, but alternate versions of themselves from across the quantum spectrum. As preparation for this cosmic undertaking began, Earth transformed into a beacon of hope and innovation. The Quantum Academy, a school for gifted individuals from across the galaxy, trained the next generation of reality shapers. The Harmonic Symphony, an orchestra that played the music of the spheres itself, drew crowds from 1,000,000 worlds. Marcus and Ilara, their bodies now more energy than matter, stood atop the cosmic nexus, gazing out at the glittering expanse of human achievement. The challenges ahead were daunting, but the potential for growth and discovery was limitless. "You know," Marcus mused, a smile playing across his luminous features, "when I joined the Navy all those years ago, I never imagined I'd end up here. Guardians of the multiverse, it's a hell of a promotion." Ilara laughed, the sound rippling through multiple dimensions. "Just think of the paperwork involved." As they shared a moment of levity, a brilliant flash lit up the sky, another universe brushing against the boundaries of their own. The multiversal convergence was accelerating. "Well, my dear Admiral," Ilara said, her tone becoming serious, "shall we go save reality again?" Marcus nodded, squaring his shoulders as he prepared to address the assembled fleets of 1,000 civilizations. "Let's show the multiverse what humanity can do." With a thought, they transcended physical form, becoming beings of pure quantum potential. As they led the charge into the unknown, the next chapter of humanity's cosmic saga began to unfold. Earth, once a pale blue dot in an unremarkable galaxy, now stood as a fulcrum upon which the fate of countless realities balanced. The quantum renaissance was reaching its crescendo, and every human, enhanced, transformed, or stubbornly baseline, had a part to play in the grand cosmic symphony. As the boundaries between universes began to blur, one thing remained certain: whatever challenges lay ahead, humanity would face them with courage, creativity, and an unquenchable thirst for discovery. The greatest adventure in the history of existence was just beginning, and Earth was leading the way into a future limited only by the power of imagination itself.